Hey guys, we're back with what is this? Everlasting Summer. We're here with Slavia, and she's sweeping. What are you up to? Cleaning up after the disco. Why didn't you come? I was busy getting points for the Elixir out. Sorry, man. Where have you been? I haven't had the slightest intention to tell Slavia how I shaved myself on stage with the guitar in front of Alyssa, while the whole camp was having fun at the square. I took a walk. Oh, you should have come. It was fun. It was not fun. I had fun playing guitar with Alyssa. That was fun. Your idea of fun different than my idea of fun, really. So get good. Glad you had to. Started like a pig day because of the worries of just a hot night. Hey, do you know where I can have a bath? Certainly, go straight then. Oh, shall I accompany you? I think I'm going to get an H scene here. Um, oh, I should probably be reading this, but probably the idea that I don't feel any terror, just like the natural flow of things. Yes, I've got an H scene here before for Slavia. I could see a bathhouse behind the trees. Why do the pioneers have baths here? Olga had said something about the repairs to the shower, though. No reason to worry about it. I washed myself, wet outside, and bathed in a full chest of air. Also wonderful that the physical cleanness brings. I thought it was a typo, but I just misread it. Out of spiritual cleanness. All my problems, if not went away, then just became less important. It's like the water washed away not only the dirt from my body, but also the anxiety from my mind. Suddenly started yawning, so I headed to the leader's cabin, rubbing my eyes. I didn't make a few steps as Alyssa jumped out from the bushes. What? What are you doing here? I was just washing myself. She came to her senses and spoke again. And? What? I don't know what. Then why do you speak if you don't know? All my peace in my mind vanished in a moment. Only the irritation and the weariness stayed. Okay? If you don't mind. Wait, what else? If back there on stage you thought that, well, I didn't want to offend you or anything. It's okay. Not offended. I just can't play the guitar. Nothing special. A lot of people can't. Felt that there's an obvious sign of irritation in my voice, but I couldn't do anything about it. I wanted to speak everything in her face right here, right now. Exactly, you can't. She obviously restrained herself from laughing. Oh, I already had enough of you. She totally drove me out of my wits that moment. In a second, I wanted to start to yell at her. Or worse. Wait, would you just leave me alone? Lisa followed me and Lisa tried to stop me. I really didn't want to offend. Some invisible power made me turn around. Okay, can I go now? Yes, of course. In the moonlight, Alyssa looked very beautiful, with a quick, guilty expression on her face. If you could just shut her mouth? What are you smirking at? Although, nothing. I just thought that if you would be a little bit more polite. Then what? You're not going to finish such faces. Anybody could hit upon an idea according to own intellectual abilities. Then nothing. Well, you must finish what you've started. There's nothing to finish. I'm very tired and I'm going to sleep. Stop right there! Don't make me run away from you. As if you can. She may be right. I'm already exhausted of this day. Naturally, I had no intention to run after a bath. So what? What? If I'd be more polite, then what? Oh god, her face! Oh god. Try that and you'll see. What should I do something for such a fool as you? Then don't try! What does it have to do with me? I started to drag myself back to the square. And you then? What? I replied without turning to her. Well, if you would, then you... I don't know what you're talking about. Let's think that I would, if it's easier for you. Moron! Alyssa yelled at me and headed to the bathhouse. What? No, we're not gonna go peep. We're not gonna go get the H scene. 0 out of 10, Semyon. You suck. You did it for Stavia. The square shined with the is it supposed to be cleanliness? Cleanness? Is cleanness a word? Of German roads, which were washed with a shampoo, as people have told. That's Slavia. And I just argued with Alyssa and nothing else. What for? As if it was really necessary, and her behavior. In any other situation, I would have surely said that Alyssa likes me, just tied to behind her rudeness. It is of no importance right now, though. Relationships, love, anything. Maybe she's not even a human. What if she'd be a human? This all be happening in the real world. I drove these thoughts away and headed to the leader's cabin. Tiredness had overwhelmed me. Visible obstacle as if stopped me in front of the door. Olga suddenly would like to know where I was and why I missed the disco. I had to get a full interrogation for sure. Uh-oh. Counting the absence of Alyssa on the disco too, it wouldn't be hard to guess that we skipped it together. Other errand, should I tell her that instead of the disco, Alyssa practiced playing the guitar and I just went with the flow? Nothing special, actually. Doesn't really matter why I left. So, at the same time, I thought it would be better to keep silent. Well, I'll decide on the spot. Sat and pulled the door handle. Hey, Olga was waiting for me, wearing a dress. What's up, man? Where have you been? Oh. I'm gonna consult the guide for this one. It can be either one. Make up another excuse. I was just walking around alone. Yes. Okay, then it's not important. Why did you go to the disco? Well, frankly speaking, I don't like dancing. So what? That was a camp public event, which means every pioneer had to attend. She looked at me intently. You would just sit somewhere quietly. Sorry. I sighed. Okay. The leader softened. Go to bed quickly. Storm had passed. Yay! Tossed and turned but couldn't sleep. My head was full of thoughts about music, guitar, and Alyssa. Wonder, could I become a professional musician? Do I even want to be one? Why should I want to? Singing would be pretty fun, but nothing else. Or is Alyssa the reason? She really is like an energy vampire. Sucks all your juices. My eyes started to close and I fell asleep after a moment. Day 4, is it? Or, yeah, day 4. Is this the day where you go after Shurik? I forget. You know, we've already done this a million times. Yes, Shurik's missing. Looked at Alyssa and then remembered yesterday's evening. Now looked usual. Maybe there's no need to tell her anything, though I wasn't going to. At the end of the day, everything happened in the night stopped seeming unusual. As if it was all just a dream. No way. Okay. Hey. Oh yeah. I forgot about the beach scene. Do I have to go? Nope. I don't have to do anything until I give her the carpet. So just head on home. Ace, love ya. I want to know what's in that closet though. Forest. Oh man. Oh man. Forced CG ever. Oh yeah, I'm in charge of the nurse's station now. Just asking. Poison. No. Stolen candies overdose, right? Yup. Ask about the bundle. And they give her the activated carbon. Yeah, you never know. What if she really has an egg? Okay. Reaching in the drawer and you got a package of activated carbon. Thanks! She hustled it from my hand and ran away. And then she goes and terrorizes... I'm pretty sure this apple has to do with Yoga. So it doesn't really matter. I know that for the Miku route we had to not eat it. But I don't think any other else it matters. It probably matters in the Yoga, but really. There's a village nearby, Oh, wait. Escape stopped working for a second. He gave me the activated card. No! She pointed at me with her finger. The whole skirt stared at me. Talked about pointlessness of this act. Due to the small palm size left me at the very moment. She stole it! I did nothing! Even if he gave it to you, I'm sure that Semyon will never take part in such a disgusting antisocial act. Yes, exactly! I agreed. I can hardly imagine how long would you keep scolding Alyssa if electronic wouldn't pop up at the very moment. Oh yeah, they found Shurik's boot. Go with Alyssa. And Alyssa goes with you. It was as if Olga read my mind. Why is that? Who tried to blow up the monument? And as if that wasn't enough. Who as well tried to slander Semyon? Ha ha, gotcha! She said that in such a voice that Alyssa did not dare to argue. Happy now? She rode after we were left alone. What do I have to do with this? Was it me who tried to blow up the monument? Alyssa grunted and turned away. I'm not going with you anywhere. Well, please don't. Great then. Okay, see ya. Excellent. We stood silently for a while, not looking at each other. I dared break the sentence first. Is that all? All what? All you wanted to tell me? Yes, that's all. Do you mind if I inquire why you tried to blow up the monument? I was bored! Sure, blowing it up would have definitely cheered you up. Alyssa seemed really reluctant to go with me. As for me, however, I decided to find Shurik after all. It wasn't him who interested me the most, but the Forsaken Camp. But for some reason I had a feeling that I might find something out there. I really do not like the idea of going alone at night. So, you scared then? Want to dare me? She made a sarcastic smile. Oh no, I never. Good luck if you're staying then. Turning around and started walking the direction where the old camp should have been. Alyssa caught up with me at the forest edge. Wait up! I'm going with you. Why did you change your mind all of a sudden? Asked Barry ironically. Ignorance is bliss, snarled she and handed me a flashlight. That's quite wise. I don't know what I would have done there alone in the dark if it wasn't for Alyssa. As if electronic had told us, the old building is right after the war. Looks like a kindergarten, or like a barrack, as I expected. Definitely could fit less pioneers than today's camp. It was abandoned for about 20 years. We've already kind of been through this, so she's not like me. Every roll of the bushes nearby, the hoot of an owl overhead made me cringe and look around timidly. Of course, it's obvious that there should be not much fear here. Okay. Now where? Well, what, straight forward, I guess? You sure? Trying to figure out the direction. Looks like we're going the right way. Or at least the way suggested by electronic. However, without a map, without a GPS or a GLONASS? Is that a thing? Navigation, I wasn't sure where we were in the planet. Wherever it was. We haven't taken any turns. We've been walking straight forward all the time, just as the electronic told us. Then why haven't we made it to the old camp yet? How do I know? This is your way of talk was already getting on my nerves. Are we already lost? Why is that? We're barely 1 kilometer away from the camp. So what? I remember the last time I came to this camp, I did not like it. Do you guys remember that? Oyana was there, and it was pretty spooky. So nothing, you don't act like it, you can go back. This eyed me disappointedly for a while, and her face changed sharply. And back I am going. See ya! She suddenly turned around and started walking briskly towards the camp. Good luck there! Shouted I as she was walking. Going, not walking. However, Alyssa may have been right. We are in fact lost in fact. It's not a good idea to stay here alone. The cool night breeze blew stronger, and I shivered. But, in about 20 meters I nearly fell into a hole, but managed to jump over at the last moment. For Alyssa, it looks like she had not managed to. I was about to point the flashlight into the darkness when I realized that she took it with her. Well, that had to be expected. Are you alive? Yeah. A muffled voice was coming from below. Did you break anything? I don't know. A light flickered in the hole. I stepped closer and bent it to examine how deep it is. The crumbled hole was going 3 meters into depths, and it was all pitch black below. Help me to get out, Alyssa yelled angrily. How do you imagine that? I don't know. Think of it yourself. Well, what do you see now? Describe it. Well, it's sort of a tunnel, and just a tunnel. A tunnel? That's weird. Come on, get down here. Is that your brightest idea? I'd rather you run for a rope to the camp. You gonna leave me alone here? Alyssa's voice lost much of its impudence. But you're alone down there anyways. Hey! She cried out and directed the flashlight right into my eyes. Don't panic, Charles aren't gonna eat you there. I'll be back in a flash. Alyssa was screaming herself in the face from down below, but I couldn't make out the words. However, I only managed to take a few steps as the ground yielded under my feet, and I tumbled down before I knew. I've grabbed a thin root that somehow slowed down my fall. The cracked under my weight went flying down with me. Uh-oh. Are we down in the passageway? You're alive? Yes, here we are. I barely opened one eye and I felt a scorching spotlight on me. Put it away. This was squatted next to me and looked upon me in a nervous manner. This is pretty interesting. You know, it's a different approach to the camp than Lena's, yo. Pretty cool. I wonder if it's different for Olyana and Slavia, too. Lissa was squatting next to me and looked upon me in a nervous manner. Any limbs broken? I don't know. Moved my hands and feet. Everything seemed to be fine. Given the height, I was pretty lucky to make it alive. I really managed to stand up and examine the crash site. Well, how tall is that? I'll give that maybe 10 feet. And so, it's probably about 12 feet from a fall. That's just me estimating, of course. It could be. Indeed, we're in some kind of long corridor, and there are some kinds of heavy wiring along the walls, and some lamps encased in heavy metal holders under the ceiling. In any situation, I would guess that it's a subway service tunnel, but it's hard to guess that Silverknock has already reached such a level of infrastructure. Where are we now? I don't know, but we have to get out of here. Climbing the crumbled wall was hardly enough. In fact, I was wondering how we survived this fall from such a height. Well, it seems like we've got to find an exit somewhere. How's that? Alyssa asked, slowly turning pale. Not a single trace of her lapsed arrogance remained on her face. But just like that, there's gonna be an exit here, right? Also, I'm kind of glad that now, routes only take, maybe 6 to 10 episodes. Well, parts, whatever you want to call them. Because, I honestly thought I would have to be going through, like 15, 20. Just because, but counting the skip text, that makes sense. Just like that, there's gonna be an exit here, right? Probably, but where would we go? That's a good question. First glance, it seemed that a bright idea was to head towards the camp. At least where I thought it was, but I haven't seen there anything that would resemble an exit from the catacombs. And it would mean that we should rather try an opposite direction. Give me that. Snatched the flashlight from Melissa's hand and pointed it light into the darkness. That way! And I took it because the CG, yes. Because in the CG, you see Semyon was holding it. So, I mean, it makes sense, Because they kind of just copy-pasted, a girl there. We're slowly proceeding forward, and Alyssa was keeping a firm grasp on my hand. Other circumstances, I might be surprised, embarrassed, rejoiced, how would I know? But right now, I was eager to get out of here as soon as possible. My bruises from the fall were aching. The blood was pulsing in my hand as a heavy pendulum. Even a flickering spotlight that kept illuminating the same cement walls on and on wasn't exactly raising our morals. And there's also Shurik. What? Why have we gone into the night in the first place? To find Shurik. Oh, just forget it. He might have fallen down here like us. Of course, let's not have a point. It was exactly the best time to engage in a search mission. If we won't manage to get out, there'll be a search mission for us instead. That is true. But I couldn't just take my mind off this. It was as if Shurik was standing right before my eyes with a reproachful look. Look out! Leslie yelled. Oh hey! I almost crashed into a massive metal door. I remember this door! Remember the Miku route? Biohazard sign immediately caught my eyes. Means that we're in a bomb shelter. I mumbled under my breath. Yeah, I've heard something like that. You have? Why didn't you mention it from the very beginning? How would I know it's important? I guess you're right. Fine. I grasped the door's wheel and pushed it as hard as I could, trying to bar it over. Rusty metal grated but refused to budge. Stop slacking, help me. Alyssa hesitated a little, but then grabbed the handle and started to pull. Finally, we managed to turn the wheel, and the door opened. I started to mistake the room we entered for anything else. It was definitely a bomb shelter. Where, is this the same place we were in the Lana route? I can't remember. Cabinets full of gas masks, and dry rations, lots of equipment, bunk beds, There's everything one would need to survive a nuclear war. Well, at least to survive the first blast. Let's clench my arm even tighter. What is it? What? She blabbered under her breath. I'm scared. What are you scared of? Indeed, what of? But it's not like there's anyone down here. It's not like there's anyone about to attack us. What a silly thought. We've tumbled down the forsaken mob shelter. Now we're wandering here in the dark, trying to find an exit. Oh yeah, nothing to be afraid of. These thoughts made me squirm, and I instinctively drew nearer to Alyssa. It's not like there's zombies out to get. Actually, not in this town, no, but she didn't say a thing, just blushed a little and turned her back on me. Well, in any case, what? We have to keep searching for an exit. Well, there's another door. There's a door on the far wall, just as the one we came through. Wait, I just thought of something. I've just been assuming this is what Semyon looks like, a good... Well, no, I did say that, but what if this Semyon is not the same Semyon as... Like, so, I've just been presuming there's two Semyon, Miku out Semyon and this Semyon. What if there's actually three Semyons, the third one, and we just kind of took over for his place here? Like, just like in the Miku route did. Oh. That better be right. I put all my thought into that just now. All 5 seconds of my thoughts. Now how hard I try to open it? It was stuck. Need some help? Nope, it's jammed for good. I've cast a glance at the room, trying to find something that would work as a lever. Noticed a crowbar in the far corner. Great! Alyssa gave me a blank stare. Watch it. However, I still couldn't push the handle an inch even using the crowbar. Totally exhausted, I flopped on the neatly made bunk and drew a sigh. We have to walk back. Well, we just came from there. Alyssa seemed to regain a bit of self-control, as well as their usual rudeness. Well, you can stay here. There's water, ration kits, and probably a radio still working. She looked upon me in spite, but answered nothing. My whole body ached terribly. Only having relaxed, I began to understand that. A deep wound on my leg was bleeding like a pig. The hands were heavily bruised. Blood was thickening in my hair. Are you okay? Asked Alyssa either out of courtesy or like I was really worrying about her. Took some time for her to answer. How can you be okay in such a situation? I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. Second part of the Alyssa route. I'm imagining there's gonna be about 5 more parts. That's about. So we're getting all the endings, guys. We're gonna do it, and then the Lena bad end. I don't want to get that one. Don't make me get that one, please. See you guys later.